Hello people! So, a month ago, no, this month, on the first week, the first Sunday, I went to SOAS University and I took the JLPT N3. Now that I've come home, I've slept on it, it's in the past, my summary is N3 was a perfect level for me. It wasn't too hard and it wasn't too easy. It was just right. There were a handful of questions which I understood but just had to actually think about the answer, and there were a handful of questions where I read it and I was like, yeah, of course it's that. So perfect balance for me. And this is coming from someone who's been studying for 4 years? I'll say 3. It's since the first day I've been studying Japanese, it's been about 4 years. But in reality, I've only spent 3 years actually studying. I took a year of not studying, so yeah. So now let's review the exam, shall we? I can't mention any of the contents, but I'm just going to talk about the textbooks I used and how well it prepared me for the exam. If you haven't seen this video, I used Kanji Master as one of my exam preps. Oops, this one's N4, never mind. So Kanji Master series, the listening, the reading and the grammar. I love these books. After taking the exam, I was so grateful that I picked these up. In the grammar book, it teaches you, not even the grammar book, all these books combined teaches you more than you'll need to know for the exam. Maybe the exam covered maybe 5% of what I knew from these books. So imagine that's 95% that I've learned that wasn't even in the exam. So yeah, I felt pretty confident in the exam. I mean, other than that one question where as soon as I opened the book and there was a kanji I didn't recognize, and I was like, ugh. But I took a guess and I moved on. And the rest is history. Whether I pass or not, I'm not sure, but I'm confident that I did good. So we'll see. So the other reason I like these books is because they have example questions that are exactly how it will appear in the exam. And I mean exactly. And like, usually for me, what scares me the most from exams is not understanding how to answer a question, but I was well prepared. I read these books for 5-6 months. I was well prepared. So yay for Kanji Master. It may not work for the next level, but it definitely is good enough for N4 and N3. I highly recommend these books. Next up, kanji. So the kanji aspect of these exams, I was pretty confident, but not really, because kanji is my weakest point. Kanji for me is like the last thing I studied in Japanese. I started learning vocabulary, I next started learning grammar, I next started practicing on my comprehension and listening, and then I started learning kanji and spelling and all of that. So kanji is my weakest point. But if you have a book like this, it doesn't even need to be this specific book. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh yeah, so my overall experience with the JLPT, I went to SOAS. I got there maybe 10 minutes before the end of the time you was meant to get there. I was on the train and I was panicking. I was thinking, oh my god, I'm going to be the last one. But no, when I got there, there was still a long queue of people waiting to register. So it was chill. And I saw 2 of my friends who are studying Japanese, so I was relaxed, I was cool. For the N3 level, I think there were about 60, no more than 60, but about 60 students or people, because some were adults, some were young, taking the N3. Did anyone else take the JLPT? Let me know, drop a message and we can cry about it together. Sorry, someone's phone's going off. Okay, that's all for today. See ya. See you later, alligator. I'm so tired. I have to do my hair now, so that's why it's a short video, because today is hair day. Alright, bye!